Welcome back to Robin Reviews. For a while now, I've been wanting to do a video about Funko Chases. For those not familiar with what that is, it's basically a more limited, slightly different version of the pop you're buying. So I did the filter on the Funko app, and I say I have about 42 chases now, and so I picked 10 that can, and maybe my favorite 10, but I picked 10 that can accurately give a demonstration of what that's like. Now, one of them, I'm not going to say which one of them, at least one, I thought they could do differently. And all of these, I believe the ones I have are all 1 out of 6. And so what that means, if you're a retailer and you buy a box of 6 Funko Pops that have a chase, it means 5 of them will be what's called the common version, and 1 will be the chase. And the chase, again, will be different. And so I just, I just wanted to do this. And so I brought out 10, and I'm going to do 1 at a time. And so I thought what I would do is I'm going to show what the regular version looks like on my phone, because I'm not someone who has to have every variant. In fact, I think there's only 1 Funko Pop and Chase set that I have both of. The rest I just have the chase, and so I thought I'd walk us through this. When I first started collecting, I thought this was a really big deal. I mean, it still is. I really like when you are able to find chase for retail in stores. I've been getting a bit luckier with that lately. And I remember that first feeling when I first bought it, found it in person, was at a candy store on Highway 11 in Muskoka. And some of these I've won from Funko Canada Waffle House. Big plug there. I'm an administrator there, and it's a great group. But anyway, let's get started. I'm going to start with one of my favorites, just because I do love the show. And so we're going to start over here with Alex Trebek. And so here you can see on my phone, that is the non-chase that Funko has. So it's older Alex holding his Final Jeopardy card. And then the chase version, there we go. The chase version is a younger Alex Trebek. It's a bit hard to tell there, but you can actually see. And one of the interesting things is some of the chase, the box art shows the common while the pop is the chase. This is one example of that. So I didn't need to show the picture, but there you have older Alex Trebek on the box art. And then a younger version you can see from the darker mustache, and he does have dark hair, and that is the chase version. I'm a big fan of Jeopardy, and so I was pretty happy to get that one. I thought they did a good job. Some I think, they could have done better, and with something like Alex Trebek, there's very few different looks other than suits, and so I like what they did with this. So after a little turn, I'm just going to put them off to the side here. The next one I want to show is a slightly different version of a chase. So we're going to go with the Panda Pool, which is it's exactly what it sounds. It's a panda version of Deadpool. And so the common version is exactly like it sounds. A panda colored like Deadpool. And the chase for this is what they call a flocked chase. Now, these are cool because the chase aspect is the fact that it is flocked. For those unfamiliar, for Funko, flocked means it's like a softer version. It's like I don't even know what it's made of. I don't know what the material's called, but it's like got a soft feel to it instead of the plastic feel. And so the pop itself isn't different. The variant isn't different. It's just softer. They have other ones. They have like glow chases, black and white chases. They've actually just done a clear chase, but I think it just has a normal sticker. That's for Batman Beyond, I believe. You can see from this one, so this is a Hot Topic exclusive, which means both the common and the chase retail you can only get from Hot Topic, whereas like the Alex Trebek and some of these other ones will show up at any retailer that buys a box of 6, whereas this one you can only get from Hot Topic. And so I did win this one, and very happy to do so. The next one, I love this pop. It might be weird that I do, but I do. This is Princess Diana. And so I'm just going to check So I'm not going to show a picture because the box art. So the box art, and I'll show the side first, shows what the common looks like. So it is her in her black dress. And then the Chase is actually the classic red dress. I don't even remember when she wore that. But this one, as soon as it came out, I really wanted it. I still remember where I was when I heard that news that she died, and so I really like this pop. I really like what they did with it. Again, like Alex Trebek, when it's a real person, it's very hard, especially, I mean, in Diana's case, she's been, she's been dead for, I think, 24 years now, 23 and a half. It's very hard to have a different looks. I mean, but with her, the red dress, it really stands out. And so I'm glad they went with that. Next up, and this one I picked mainly just to get to 10, so that's Captain Marvel. Unlike most, I don't hate the movie. And then the Chase version is her with her helmet on, and you can see her mohawk coming out the top. I do think that Funko had an opportunity here for another glow chase, and I say that mainly because they made a separate Captain Marvel glow, and so I think they could have easily done that here. And I think if it would glow, it would have more accurately captured what she looks like when she's in that suit, and so I think that was a bit of a missed opportunity, but that's okay. I still really like it. Again, it's not like a top 10 Marvel movie, but I like it more than most, I'd say. And so I'm going to keep going here. I'm going to skip this one. I'm going to go to one thing I think they could have done, Chase, they could have done better. And so I got this for my birthday, I want to say like 2017. So this is the Dilophosaurus. As you can see there on the side box art, he's got his, I don't know what that's called, I used to. And then the Chase version is with it down. Anyone who's listening want to take a guess as to what I think they could have done better here? Simply for me, I would have swapped them. I would have had the normal one as the common, so the one that's the pop now I would have had as the box art, and then I would have had it with it, I think it's called this frill, F-R-I-L-L, I think. I would have had that as the Chase because I think that's the more singular, unique moment in the movie when that comes out, and so I think it would have been better served if that had been the Chase. And so I'm going to skip a few here because I want to save some of my favorite ones for last. This one here, we have Frodo Baggins. Clear, awesome. This actually, it's weird because it's one of my favorite and least favorite pops in one for Chases. So as you can see there, I don't know if you can tell from the sticker, I haven't shown one yet. This is a limited edition glow chase. And so it glows. You can also see he is poisoned there because he was bitten. Stung, by this spider. Now, the reason I think they kind of missed the mark is because him poisoned on his own, like with the white eyes and the veins by his eyes, I think is cool enough on its own. And the other thing is because if you actually put black light on this, the only thing that glows is the I forget what it's called. I'm sorry. I'm a nerd with a lot of things, but I'm not good with all like the further down names in Lord of the Rings, so I don't know what that vial is called that he gets. But it glows, but it doesn't glow very much. And so for it to be a glow chase, I mean, I would have loved it if his eyes glowed or maybe the veins on his face. But I think, either pick a lane, either get it to really glow or just make the poison part the glow. Either way, it's still cool. It's just something I feel like kind of missed the mark. Next up, we have, I've done this one actually in a separate video. So, yes, you are not misreading that. The red bandana here, that is actually Leonardo. So, when Eastman and Laird did their first comics, all of the turtles had red bandanas. The only way you could tell them apart was their weapons. I can be honest, I kind of hate that Funko did these because it's hard to tell them apart. I know they have weapons, but I'm not a big fan. But then Funko came out and they said they were coming out with all the different chases, and in this case, the chase it's a blade. So on the sticker there it says limited edition in the middle says B&W Chase, black and white Chase from PX Previews. And I ended up getting all 4 of these because they're black and white. And so it removes my pet peeve with the Chase, and it sets them apart. I really like it. If it wasn't for some of the other ones, it probably would have been one of my favorite ones because I love Leonardo. But it's still, they did a really, really great job. And these next 3, these would be my personal top 3 Chases that I own. Now, I do have other Chases that I don't have here. I have a few of the DC Comics ones, but for them, the Chase, they're just the same pop. They're just metallic. The Chase sticker just says Chase. There's no like metallic Chase. So Batman and Robin. And I do have some other ones as well. Dumb and Dumber, Sub-Zero, and the list goes on and on. But these 3 are right up there. So we're gonna start with, this is always tough. We're gonna start with Georgie Denbrough from It. Not a huge fan. I don't love the movies. I mean, they are freaky, but there is what the common looks like. And full warning, the Chase is pretty bleak for Georgie. You can see there, they do give you his arm, and they add the blood splatter, and his face is definitely more gray than it is in the common. I love that Funko went there. I think it's a really cool pop. Kind of morbid, but so is the movie, so I figure if you're going to go there, go there. And so I love this. This would be my 3rd favorite. My 2nd favorite pop is probably one of the weirdest characters ever to be on TV, Tobias Funke. This, if you know what this character, there's actually many directions they could have went. I'm so glad they went the direction they did. So this is the Chase. This is Tobias Funke. And I quote, he says he blew himself, as he is. It's hard to tell there. I'm going to take it out of the plastic protector so you can see. That is Tobias Funke covered in blue. Even tried out for the Blue Man Group. And so, just love it. You don't see a lot of these for sale anymore. I got this one from another close friend. I say close friend now. I've never met him, but Eddie from Funko Canada Waffle House. I got that from him, so thank you for that. I love when they're, Funko's gonna, go even to the weird ones. Yeah, it's weird, but they did a great job, and I think it's really unique. And if you've seen the show, you know why he's blue. You know all about his character, and you love that character. And for me, and again, it's not worth very much. But for me, this will always be my favorite Chase. So this is Jack Torrance. That is the common version. That is just when he's going crazy, give me the bat, and all that stuff. This one was that one that I mentioned earlier in the video that I found in a candy shop on Highway 11 in Muskoka. This was the first Chase I ever found in person. Now, I don't think the candy shops, especially that one, because that one was the northbound one, if you know Muskoka at all, and I don't even think they sell pops at all anymore. But when I saw this, especially the Chase was just shown now, I love that. So the Chase is basically him frozen solid. Let's try and get a good angle. Yeah, there you go. Him frozen. Everything's just, he's the same. The blood's the same. His eyebrows are the same. The hair's the same. But he's frozen. You can't even tell there, but on his shirt, on his hair, on his eyebrows, there's like white speckles, as in snow. You do, similar to the Georgie pop, you do have blood splatter on the window. You see if I can get a good angle. You do get actual, it says red, it starts to say red rum there when you hit the Chase sticker. That's one thing. If you're going to have a pop that has writing, maybe don't put it right there, because when you put the Chase sticker on it, you can't see. But this is just, they did a great job. And I love I'll get my camera back up. Sorry about that. I love for any pops that they're going to do chases for, I love when they're story relevant chases. And so, like, a few examples for those you'd have out of these. Even Captain Marvel, Frodo, Dilophosaurus, Georgie, Jack, Tobias, they're story relevant. I think Funko lost a little bit of steam when they started doing pops where just like they did that one of The Rock. I don't know if you know which one I'm talking about if you collect Funko, but for a long time actually people argued about which was the Chase, because there's one where the Rock is wearing an orange shirt and there's one where we're saying black shirt. I think the black shirt is the Chase. But they started doing that where only the shirt was different. It had nothing to do with the character or any storyline. It was just a different colored shirt. And so I think, when you start doing that, you lose it a little bit. But when they do these where they're story relevant, even though technically, you kind of have to, suspend belief a little bit with Jack Torrance because he'd have to be covered in snow. But like with Tobias, making it something, instead of just showing him, oh, this is Tobias, with a different pair of pants on, or his or no glasses, they actually took it a step further and did the blue. And so I think they really did a great job. There are thousands of these now, Chases. I think especially when the Funko Soda cans came out, the Chase population, so to speak, really went up because every single soda has one, I believe. And so it's not as unique anymore, but they still did a great job. The unfortunate thing is some stores out there, I guess these are both, so GameStop and Hot Topic, depending on which one you go to, some of their employees will put them aside and you won't actually see them. The Hot Topic closest to where I am, I actually now had 3 Thursdays after 4 o'clock where there's still one sitting on the counter, and so that's where they put it. They put it right there on the front counter. And actually I saw online that someone found there yesterday, so I'm not going to say where that is in case you're listening and you live near me and you're going to try and take the Chase. But yeah, these are some of them. Again, I have 40, but I just thought if people are unfamiliar with Chase, it's a nice little look at some that Funko has done. I would have shown the Glow Chase, the Glow on Frodo again, but it's quite disappointing. I think there might be, can't remember if there's Glitter Chase yet, but there's really not a lot of limits. The one thing I do wish, speaking of that Batman Beyond Chase, the clear one, I kind of wish they'd gone clear with the sticker as well. Still say limited edition Chase, but you could have actually, instead of yellow, made it clear plastic. And so the box would you'd still be able to see it was a Chase and tell it was a Chase. And I just think that's one way. But again, other than that, the ideas are limitless. But let me know if you have any favorite Chases in the comments, or if there's something you wish had a Chase, or anything at all. There are some lines. I've talked to my buddy Greg about this. There are some lines that, Funko ever, for example, got into Heroes, the TV show. He did Peter Petrelli. You could have limitless Chases and variants because when he as an empath, when he takes on different people's powers. So again, there's really endless possibilities. And I just love to hear from you if there's one you like. If maybe I've shown one that I have that you don't like, would love to hear about it. So hit me up in the comments, like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.